The Orlando Magic just made one of the boldest moves of the offseason. They pulled off a major trade to bring in Desmond Bane from the Memphis Grizzlies, sending out Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Cole Anthony, 4 future first-round picks, and a pick swap. That's a huge price to pay for any player, especially one who isn't considered a top-tier star. Still, the Magic clearly believe Bane can help them win right now. This move tells us that Orlando isn't thinking about the future anymore. They're focused on today. Pairing Bane with Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner gives them a strong trio that can compete in the East. But this trade also raises an important question. Was Bane really worth all that? He's a solid shooter and works hard, but 4 first-round picks and 2 players is no small deal. Whether you agree with the trade or not, it's clear the market has changed. Deals like this shift how teams value their players. If Bane is worth this kind of package, it might change how teams think about their own rising stars. And that brings us to someone like Austin Reaves, who suddenly looks a lot more valuable than some people thought. For daily updates, breaking news, and all the key moves happening around the league, make sure to like this video, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update this offseason. Desmond Bane's trade didn't just impact the Magic and the Grizzlies. It quietly changed how teams will view players like Austin Reaves. If Bane, who struggled in the playoffs and shot poorly from the field, can go for 4 picks and 2 players, then Reaves has more trade value than most people thought. He's younger, put up better postseason numbers, and offers more playmaking. Reaves has often been seen as a solid role player, but now the comparison to Bane puts things in a new light. They're similar in skill, and while Bane might be a better shooter, Reaves has shown more all-around game, especially under pressure. It makes sense to believe that Reaves could be worth at least 2 or 3 first-round picks in a deal. Maybe not as much as Bane, but not that far off either. That changes the conversation around him. For a team like the Lakers, who have been on the edge of reshaping their roster, this trade sets a baseline. Reaves isn't just a young piece anymore. He's a legit asset with rising value. The question now is, should the Lakers keep him or consider cashing in? The Lakers now have a real decision to make. Desmond Bane's deal didn't just set a price, it opened a door. If teams are willing to give up big returns for players in Bane's tier, the Lakers have to think about whether holding on to Austin Reaves is still their best move. They've said before he's not untouchable, and now there's proof that the market is hotter than expected. This doesn't mean the Lakers need to rush into anything, but it does mean they have leverage. If a team comes calling with multiple picks or a proven player in return, they can listen without pressure. Before the Bane trade, most wouldn't even expect a single strong pick for Reaves. Now, they might get a real offer that helps them win now and build for later. The front office has to weigh their timeline. If LeBron's window is closing, then using Reaves to bring in a player who can help immediately might be the right call. But if they see Reaves as a long-term piece, they'll need to hold strong and ignore the noise. Either way, this trade has changed how the Lakers and the league should look at their options. The Magic's move for Desmond Bane makes one thing clear: they're done playing the long game. By giving up so many future picks and rotation players, they've shown that they believe their core is ready to compete, and that likely means they're not making any more big trades anytime soon. The window for teams trying to grab one of Orlando's young talents may have just closed. Names like Jalen Suggs and Wendell Carter Jr. have been tossed around in trade rumors before, but after this deal, those talks probably stop here. Orlando has invested heavily in Bane, Banchero, and Wagner as their trio moving forward. Unless something unexpected happens, it's unlikely they'll move another key piece and risk losing what they've built. For teams like the Lakers, who may have had their eyes on a Magic player, that door is likely shut. Orlando gave up so much to get Bane, they'll need to hold tight to what's left. It's a shift from being a young team with trade flexibility to a team that's all in. And when teams go all in, they don't have much left to offer or to trade for. While Orlando is pushing forward, Memphis might be heading in the opposite direction. Trading away Desmond Bane for a package of picks and role players suggests they could be starting a rebuild. When a team gives up one of its key young stars, it usually means bigger changes are coming. And with players like Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr. still on the roster, the Grizzlies could be preparing for more moves. This could be a big opportunity for teams looking to add talent. Veterans like Kentavious Caldwell-Pope and Cole Anthony, who just arrived in Memphis, may not stay long if the Grizzlies want to clear space or collect more assets. If Memphis is resetting the roster, teams like the Lakers might be able to pick up useful pieces without giving up too much in return. If the Grizzlies are heading into a rebuild, KCP could be one of the first players they look to move again. He's a veteran on a team that may soon be full of young players, and his current contract isn't ideal for a team trying to reset. For a team like the Lakers, bringing back KCP could make sense, especially if the price is low and the contract is easy to match with expiring deals. Even though his numbers dipped last season, KCP still brings value as a strong defender and reliable shooter when used the right way. He's already played well next to LeBron in the past and knows how to fit into a championship-minded roster. If Memphis just wants to clear cap space, the Lakers could step in with a smart, low-risk offer. Jaren Jackson Jr. is a much bigger name, but getting him wouldn't be easy. He's still one of the league's top defenders and brings real value on both ends of the floor. If the Grizzlies do decide to trade him, they'll want a major return, probably including young talent, multiple picks, and players who can match salary. For the Lakers, that means giving up a lot, possibly even more than they'd be comfortable with. The fit would be great on paper. Jackson could protect the rim, space the floor, and take pressure off stars like LeBron and AD. But giving up most of their future assets for one player is a serious gamble. Unless Memphis lowers their asking price, this might be the kind of deal that only works in theory, not reality. This Desmond Bane trade didn't just affect two teams. It sent a message across the entire league. It raised the bar for what teams expect to give up when chasing good, but not superstar level players. Front offices are now forced to reevaluate how they value their own assets, knowing that even mid-tier players can command huge returns in the right situation. For the Lakers and everyone else, it's a reminder that timing and market trends matter more than ever. The trade market is shifting, and those who don't adjust quickly might miss out or overpay. With Memphis possibly open for more deals and teams like Orlando locking in their core, the landscape is moving fast, and the smart teams will be the ones ready to act when the next opportunity shows up.